objects is important. All members of the FIU community are expected to participate in protecting themselves and others by keeping areas clean using products provided by the university. Do not deviate from disinfectant instructions on contact time. If the disinfectant requires 30 to 45 seconds, ensure that step is followed. Clean frequently touched items in your office or study space, such as mouse, keyboard, office phone, pens, pencils. Do not share items or your space with others. Clean your personal items prior to using and after each use, like cell phones, keys, headphones, jewelry, glasses, including sunglasses. Use hand sanitizer before entering and after leaving the classroom or shared spaces. Avoid touching surfaces, then touching your face. If you're using gloves, dispose of the gloves in the appropriate receptacle and wash your hands and any other exposed areas such as face and arms. When you go home, off, or on campus, clean any items that you brought from the outside. This includes clothes, shoes, and face covering. Clean high-touch areas in your vehicle like your steering wheel, console, handles, seat belts, etc. At FIU, increased frequency of cleaning of common areas and high-touch areas will be continued. Face coverings are required on FIU premises. The appropriate use of face coverings is critical to minimize risk to others near you. You can spread COVID-19 to others even if you do not feel sick. The cloth face covering is not a substitute for physical distancing. Face coverings must cover your nose and mouth. Face coverings, purchased or homemade, should be laundered regularly and replaced if damaged. All individuals permitted on campus are required to wear a face covering at all times. These measures are crucial to help prevent the spread of the virus. Faculty, staff, and students will be required to observe physical distancing and wear a face covering at all times while on campus, even if working in an office alone. Reusable cloth face coverings will be mandated and provided to faculty, staff, and students returning to campus. Supervisor and employee guidelines provide disciplinary measures for any member of the university community not adhering to the use of face coverings. The Student Conduct and Honor Code will address students. Cloth face coverings may slow the spread of the virus as well as help people who may have the virus and do not know it from transmitting it to others. Cloth face coverings can be made from household items. Cloth face coverings should fit snugly but comfortably against the side of the face, be secured with ties or ear loops, include multiple layers of fabric. Personal responsibility for self and for the greater community is one of the most effective measures in supporting a healthy campus environment. Part of that responsibility is not just following the guidelines and protocols outlined in this course, but also reminding other members of our university community to do the same. The health and safety of all Panthers depends on it. Inevitably, you will run into those who advertently or inadvertently are not following the Panthers Protecting Panthers guidelines, like getting too close and not wearing face coverings, etc. These can be uncomfortable conversations to have, but they are necessary. Use the communication techniques outlined by Johns Hopkins University to approach interactions with cultural humility and minimize the chances of negative confrontation. Be assertive. That's confident, direct, and reassuring. Avoid being passive, accepting without questioning or pushing back, and avoid being aggressive, intense or harsh, eager to fight or disagree. For example, why should I have to wear a mask in the front desk? An assertive response would be, you would like to know why I'm asking you to wear your face covering at the front desk. Well, by both of us wearing a face covering, we minimize the spread of the virus and help keep our loved ones and the community safe. FIU is requiring all members of the university community to wear face coverings when they are on campus. Passive response would be, I guess you don't need to wear it if you don't want to. An aggressive response might be, you have to wear a face covering because FIU says you have to, and if you don't, I'm going to report you to someone. When it comes to changing people's minds or behaviors, shame and blame generally don't work as well as empathy and the benefit of the doubt. Keep these additional things in mind as you navigate this new normal. Do lead by example, model habits, behavior, provide facts, know the limits of what you know, use simple words, and use positive body language. Don't sound unfriendly, bored, or annoyed. Don't speak too loudly or softly, or use technical words, blame, or use threats. And don't keep quiet. When you see something, say something. As per the Panthers Protecting Panthers guidelines for repopulating, supervisor and employee guidelines provide disciplinary measures for any member of the university community not adhering coverings. The Student Conduct and Honor Code will address students. The Panthers Protecting Panthers P3 app, how it works. All FIU faculty, staff, and students complete the questionnaire found in the P3 app each day before coming onto university grounds. The app can be set to display text in English, Spanish, or Creole. The FIU P3 app questionnaire screens the individual for symptoms by asking them to report if they're experiencing symptoms of COVID-19. This is done by selecting yes or no for each symptom listed. Symptoms identified on the app include, but are not limited to, shortness of breath, sore throat, and difficulty breathing. Individuals who are determined to have no COVID-19 symptoms based on the answers given in the screening tool may proceed to university grounds and continue using the screening tool prior to each subsequent visit to campus. Individuals who are determined to have COVID-19 symptoms based on the answers given in the screening tool will be asked to take immediate actions. Self-quarantine, monitor symptoms, get tested at an FIU site or alternate. Notifications will automatically be triggered in response to individuals who were determined to have COVID-19 symptoms by the screening tool. Our contact tracing team will reach out to FIU contacts offering testing through FIU. For students, student affairs and academic affairs will be notified. For faculty and staff, human resources, and your immediate supervisor will be notified. FIU facilities team will be notified for disinfecting coordination, which will be determined based on CDC and/or state or local guidelines. Information gathered through the P3 app will be secure data and will be in compliance with HIPAA regulations. This virus. The virus is thought to spread mainly from person to person between people who are in close contact with one another within about 6 feet through respiratory droplets produced when an infected person coughs, sneezes, or talks. These droplets can land in the mouths or noses of people who are nearby or possibly be inhaled into the lungs. Some recent studies have suggested that COVID-19 may be spread by people who are not showing symptoms. Help keep us safe. Wash your hands often. Avoid close contact. Clean and disinfect. Cover coughs and sneezes. Cover your mouth and nose with a cloth face cover at all times while on campus, even if working in an office alone. Monitor your health. We're committed to doing all we can to preserve a healthy campus environment at FIU. The Panthers Protecting Panthers campaign emphasizes personal accountability and is only as strong as the resolve of each and every member of our university community to act responsibly and protect each other. Our campuses will appear significantly different, both in population as well as in safety measures. Anyone coming on campus is required to wear a face covering at all times. Signage reminding us to adhere to physical distancing, engage in frequent hand washing and sanitizing has been posted throughout our campuses, including at the entrances to elevators and stairwells. Plexiglass shielding has been installed in high-density areas, and our classrooms have been modified to provide 6-foot spacing between students. Sanitizing